enjoying God's Word. And this is science, and I love it. Good morning, sunshine. It's Saturday, and I have a project. It's a long overdue project. Um, you may have heard me mention before that we are former homeschoolers. We homeschooled for 4 years. I have 3 children. And this school year, my children went back to a brick and mortar school. And we had a classroom set up that we used while we were homeschooling. And I didn't take it down. I just kind of left it, and I thought that maybe we would use it to do homework and work on projects, and that just hasn't been the case. It has become just like a messy room, and it's right off of the kitchen, so it's a little annoying. So today I am going to take everything down and go through things and figure out where to put them and get ready to turn this space back into a dining room. I'm going to leave it empty for a while until I figure out, what type of furniture, and I'm definitely going to have to paint because, well, my husband's going to paint because the boys, we used it. We got good use out of it, and they were little, so it's going to need some paint. So my goal today is just to get everything cleared out so that I can see it empty again and go from there. But I'm feeling a little, I don't know, I feel a little sentimental, and I'm pretty surprised because we've had a good experience for the most part with them going back to school. I don't know, I guess because we put so much into homeschooling, and homeschooling was such a lifestyle change for us, and it was a great experience. So I guess taking everything down is, no, I just feel, that makes me feel a little sad, and I don't know why, because I'm not sad about no longer homeschooling, but I guess maybe the memories. And so I wasn't going to record this, but because I started to feel kind of emotional about it, I thought, well, let me at least record a little bit of it, and then I can always have it to come back to. So yeah, I'm going to show you the room now. When we were homeschooling, it wasn't this messy. It's gotten this messy because, we just kind of have just neglected it, thrown things in, and, So I'm going to show it to you, and then I'll show you my process of cleaning it out and the after. Okay, so this was like a little work table, and my kids, they still use this room for art. They love to do art, but that initially was a really cute art setup. I mean, it is a mess now, but it was a cute art setup, and they could, whenever we did art, they could just come over there. And the table was an older table, so it was okay for them to get paint all over it, and I really liked that look with the paint all over it. And we just used little plastic containers. This is an old animal cracker container, and that's what we would put our markers and our supplies in, and we really had a good time with it. And that was just a science project box, and this was just a little setup that had extra paints, and I mean, we have really gotten used out of this, and it wasn't this messy before, but yeah. So what is that? Oh yes, it's a little Crayola thing. And then we had, of course, our little bookshelves that we used, and the books were separated because I have an older son and then 2 younger ones, so I had the books organized. I had some of the history and geography books, and then I had picture books, and it was all organized. Down at the bottom, we had some National Geographic magazines. And then that was a desk for my middle son that he used to use. And then he had some of his artwork and things This is a little history project that he did that we hung up, and then we had some binders, and this used to be another bookshelf and it broke, and so we started putting some of our games in it, and then we had lots of puzzles because at the time, my son is 5 now, but at the time we were homeschooling, he would work on puzzles every day. That's a Winnie the Pooh book set that we got from a homeschool book sale. More puzzles. This was his little desk. And you see now, look, he's drawn all these little faces on it. I mean, it is really, wow, used. And I've already started taking some things down. I took that down this morning. The number charts. And this is another container that has some things in it. Some other supplies. And that. So, yeah. I am going to start pulling some more things down. And I had those number charts there, and I started to pull them down. And I started to feel a way about it. Oh, and this is what I loved. We were in classical conversations, and that was that was a reminder for me to remember what we should be focusing on, and the goal was to reason clearly, speak eloquently, calculate accurately, and write convincingly so that we have the ability to make God known to others. And that was something that I would look at to just remind me of our particular purpose for homeschooling. That was just us. And we had these history cards. And this is basically a timeline that goes from the ancient world, that's Noah, and all the way, that's a map that I'm taking down. It's a map of Africa. All the way, and I don't have all of them up, but it goes all the way to modern times. That's as far as I got. And what we would do is my children, they memorized all these cards so they could say them. And there was a song that went with it as well. But the cards, I didn't put all of them up. I still have a lot of them because that one ends with Visigoth Sac Rome. Visigoths. What is that? I don't remember how to say it, but yeah, that's Jerome completes the Vulgate, Augustine. Yeah, so that's where it stops. And I'm trying to see an AD 410, I think is what it says. That was from a dinosaur project. My oldest son. Yeah. So I'm going to get all this down and cleared out because I am tired of looking at this mess right off of the kitchen area here, and we're going to move on, right? Yep. So here we go. This is stepping over things. This is, I don't know, I think we did this in our homeschool co-op classical conversations. A little science. We did so many cool things when we were homeschooling. It was really a great experience. I mean, we did lots of cool things as a family, and I hope that, that helps to, I think it helped to set a good academic foundation, but I hope it also helped to create a bond between the boys. These are some readers. I mean, I bought so many things when we were homeschooling because I just wanted to just have as much as I could. So that is why there's so much stuff in here. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get it cleaned out. So, so far, look at this. Look at that. I haven't taken anything else off the wall. So, I guess the biggest thing that I've been doing since I last showed you is I moved out this art table and I've started putting up art supplies. And there's so many little pieces of art, just so many little pieces of art supplies that, I'm just kind of going through them. So that's taken a while. And haven't done much on that table. But I had a big pile of books right there, and I have moved those, and I think these are the books that we're going to donate, and I haven't gone through this pile. Yeah, so that is where I am at this point. Someone wants to have cereal with chocolate milk this morning, so that should be interesting, I guess. So you're going to have Honey Nut Cheerios with chocolate milk? So the walls are clear now. Got rid of that table that was there. So making some progress. I'm feeling better. And I'm actually, now that I'm looking at a clear or bare wall, it's making me more excited about this eventually being our formal dining room. So I have some Papa John's pizza in this camp. So I ended up ordering honey barbecue wings, unsauced wings. It works. Half cheese and half pepperoni, although it looks like it is majority pepperoni. Hi everyone, it is Sunday morning. I ended up going to bed last night at about midnight. Not too bad. I did not get finished, but I did get about halfway completed, and I will show it to you. It doesn't look like it's halfway completed, but it is, I think, halfway. It looks worse than it actually is. I got up early this morning and I went to Walmart to pick up the milk crates. They didn't have the milk crates, but I did get a few other things. I went to Walgreens and I went to Home Depot. Home Depot is actually where I found the milk crates, and I will show those to you. Church service. Our church actually shows or streams, I don't know, I guess that's the proper term, streams the live service online. So if you don't attend the service actually at church, you can watch it online. With all of this that I have to do today, I decided I would stay home and we would watch service online from home. So that is what I'm going to do. It's going to start soon. Okay, so this is what I have remaining. I got a lot cleared off of that table and that whole section there. Those items are going to go into the crates that I told you about. That's a pile of books that I'm donating. And yeah, I still have that bit over there to take care of. Got some things off the wall and the things that were on top of that bookshelf I took down. So not a whole lot to do. Service is over, and I worked while I watched service, and I'll show you my progress here. Okay. I've gotten some books off the floor. That table is pretty much clear. These bookshelves are empty now. There were some books there. These are, I think this is the last of the books that I need to put up. I think that's it. These are the last books that I need to put up. Great. That's good. I do have some things in that chair that need to go to the other room. These are items, some of these are items that I'm going to be donating, and then a few pictures and things that I'm going to need to find a place for. I have some other miscellaneous notebooks and books, and those are some items that I use. Back here. Yeah, this is just some items that I use with the boys after school, and then those are some of our curriculum history items and things that we can still use. So everything that I'm going to keep is going to have to fit into this container here. So, for example, I have like this Aesop Fable book, and I'll open this when I get to it and show you what's in it. But I'm going to have to narrow down items, like, for example, this writing with phonics book. This is something I want to keep. I want to keep these learning to read books and cursive writing tablets, but I'm going to have to narrow all of that down to items that will fit in here. And as you can see, this is full of all kinds of curriculum and just different workbooks and things. And these are books stacked on top of here. So this is not a lot left compared to, you know, what it was. And it's kind of sort of sectioned out a bit. And I have some items. These are some puzzles. Back here. I have to find a home for those. And these are items that we're donating. I'm just piling those up right here. And I also have some items over here that are on their way to the new room. So I'm down to the wire, and I don't know. I'm not going to put a time. Let's see. Yeah. I'm down to the wire, but I still have like a list of other things I need to take care of. So this is my container where I'm putting all of these items that need to be stored away because I plan to use them later, or they're just things to keep on hand. This is Aesop Fables. I'm not going to go through this whole bin, but Aesop Fables. This is a book that gives me lots of ideas about teaching reading and different activities for reading. This is a really good book. It couldn't just happen. Knowing the truth about God's awesome creations is really good because it really breaks down science and things that happen in the world, and it gives a perspective from creation, using fun activities and fascinating insights into God's marvelous works, and asteroids, dinosaurs, fossils to genetic codes. Did Earth begin with a Big Bang? Cosmic explosion? Does science contradict the Bible? So it goes through all kinds of the evidence of miracles, where Jesus' miracles are real. And this was good. Our last year of homeschool, the co-op that my son was in, which was Challenge A through Classical Conversations. This is a book that they used, and he enjoyed it. It was really good. And although we're not homeschooling, I'm keeping this for my other two boys. This is another good science reader, enjoying God's Word. And this is science, and I love it because it really shows science pointing back to God. And what I like about science is that it is so specific and purposeful, and just it's a good way to remind my children that if God created animals and insects and plants with such purpose and detail, then how much greater purpose did he put in us? So, okay, we're back. And this is another one for me for teaching literacy, and then just some other, this has graphic organizers in it. That's a really good one. Awesome, magical, bizarre, and incredible experiments, and I'm keeping that because we can use it for different science experiments and things that we do outside of school. Writing practice outside of school. So, and these are the time cards that I was telling you about. Timeline cards. And they go all the way from ancient civilization, from creation, all the way to the modern world. And this one is Muhammad founds Islam. And when you turn it over, it gives you information on that particular topic. Yes? What CC book?
The book that we have with all the information.
Oh, I just saw it. It's over here somewhere. I saw it. It might be in here. So yeah, and these are the cards. See, this is a whole pack that wasn't even opened. So then I have some other binders. Story of the World is another good history textbooks. Here it is. I'll have to give you the card. What is it? This is Story of the World. This is a good history. And this is good because it teaches history as in the form of a story. So it's not as academic. It's more when you read it out loud to them or they read it. I've always read it out loud. It reads really easily like a story. That's why it's called The Story of the World. And this one is the Middle Ages, but there's you also have the ancient times. So the different volumes cover the different points of history. And those are some of the things that I have in this tab, and I'm going to continue on with this room. It's clearing out. Look at that, it's clearing out. All right, back to the task at hand. Okay, finally finished everything off the walls. Bookshelves are empty. Tables are out. Here, timeline is down. All of those books are up. I have that trash pile to clean up. This table is going out, as well as these bookshelves. That's all going out. That desk is going out. I'm going to replace it with a newer, larger desk. And yeah, but for now, this is it. My husband, once we get I'm gonna have my husband remove the bookshelves and table, and he's gonna paint. And I think we're probably gonna have the floors redone. I'm going to replace the blinds because there's like markers and things. I think there's like right here, this blue marker or crayons, or looks like a marker, a color pencil or something. So yeah, I'm gonna replace these blinds, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do in here as far as a formal dining room. I don't really have a clear vision right now, so I'm just going to get the room completely emptied out and cleaned up and go from there. So this is a huge start to help me to sort of envision what I want to do in here. So, but I definitely want a big table and a nice table setting, and I don't know, some cabinets, or what do you call the curios, I guess is what they're called, china cabinets, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to definitely do some looking at magazines and Pinterest and online and videos and all that to get some ideas. But yeah, this is it, finally done. So now I need to move that out to the garage, and those other items that I had stacked up, I need to move into the other room, and I will show you the other room that will now be the kids' lounge, study room, something like that. So I will show you that room next. Good morning, it's Monday, and I'm about to head off to take the boys to school, and I wanted to show you the room because I didn't show you last night. Okay, so this is how this room turned out. The boys don't have a name for the room yet. Lounge, study lounge. But he basically put everything, well, not everything, there's a few things I'm donating. But for the most part, we got everything here. These are the milk crates. Those are the milk crates. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the art table, and I've significantly reduced all of the art supplies. And all of the art supplies are now confined to that white basket, and that has science supplies. And these are the other milk crates right here. And there's a table that has some items in it that we're currently using. Some more books. It's a little stand here that I haven't put anything in yet. Some more books. Another bookshelf. More books. More books. Paper, notebook paper, construction paper, and a little sitting area. Some pictures on the wall. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to head out to take the boys to school. It is tacky day. He doesn't want to be seen, but it is tacky day. So we're going to head out. Thank you for watching. You have a happy, blessed day, and thank you for watching. Bye.